Hey Gold Digger, Kimberly Olson here, back for another episode of #GetLit, where we crush your business in less than 10 minutes. For today's episode, the burning question I always get whenever I do Q&A, I have office hours in my group coaching programs, is Facebook groups, Facebook groups, Facebook groups. People don't understand what a value-based Facebook group is or how they can transform a customer-based group. So we're going to talk about that and more in this episode. Stay tuned. All right, so when it comes to a Facebook group, I'd love to know if you have one. Comment below if you have a value-based Facebook group, a customer-based Facebook group, or some kind of combination of the two, okay? You may not know what they are, so we'll talk a little bit about that. And then we're gonna talk about how to kind of infuse some more value into them, or maybe you're gonna layer in and add another group, okay? So traditionally, most people have customer-based groups. This used to work back in the day. You remember before Facebook made those changes, when we could just add people to Facebook groups and they were magically in there. And Facebook did some audits and some reviews and found out that Facebook users didn't like that. It was a big complaint. They didn't like being in Facebook groups without being added, and I can understand that. So in the summer of 2019, I believe it was, they said that we are rolling out the double audit. I shouldn't say audit, double opt-in, the double opt-in. So what that means is you can still invite people to a group. They're pending. When they see that invite, they'll get notified, or you can send them the link. When they come to that Facebook page or group, it'll say, Kimberly has invited you, join or no. And when they click join, then they're in the group, okay? Or they can go in and request and then you can approve them. Now, the reason why things have shifted is it used to be cool. Just load them up into the customer group, tag them on things, and there we go. We're off and running, right? It was just a numbers game. You could do that with 100 new friends on Facebook and get maybe 15 that actually responded, or maybe, whatever percent. It was enough though that you had something to work with. Well, when those changes happened, such a small percentage of people were making it into the Facebook groups. So the whole add tag message, just throw them in the Facebook group, tag them on something and message, hey, I put you in this group. Do you see this cool thing? This doesn't work anymore, okay? People just don't like it, like we talked about. So the difference is, you see, so the difference is value versus customer base. So a value-based Facebook group is where the majority of the content is value-driven. This is my life. The majority of the content is value-driven. You're not selling, you're not promoting products, you're not promoting sales or any of that stuff, okay? A customer group is where the majority of the content in the group is product-heavy, testimonials, before and afters, sales, promos, specials, new releases. So when you get into a customer group, you're in a customer group. You know that the purpose of the group is that you learn about and eventually buy the products, or maybe you're new to using the products and you can learn more about the benefits and how to actually use them, okay? Now, the reason why I love value-based groups is because when you lead with value, you always win every single time. I'll put value-based groups against any customer group and the value-based group is gonna win, because when people are receiving value, it's the law of reciprocity, I think is how you say it. People wanna reciprocate. When you are receiving value, you feel like, oh, this is cool. I love the feel of this. They can let their guard down. They can be open to learning more. Now with a value-based Facebook group, it doesn't mean you don't mention your stuff at all. You're just going to mention it a lot less. So it's about an 80-20 rules I like to generally follow with most things. 80% of the content in the group is value driven. So let's say you have a health and wellness group. 80% of the content, so say 6 out of 7 posts for the week, are going to be recipes, workouts, healthy living tips, ingredients, hacks. Here's a tip. Here is something really cool that's, helps so-and-so. It's going to be a Facebook Live on how to rev up your metabolism. Here's some superfoods that boost your, energy. It's going to be all value. Of course, challenges, all that stuff's just going to 10x the value perception. And then once a week, it can be maybe a customer testimonial. Once a week, you have people in the group share their testimonials. Hopefully they're posting in there, so it's from them. But I like to do ninja marketing. What that means is I'm never going to be in people's faces with buying something. If you've watched me at all, do you even know what I sell? Most of you don't even know what company I'm with. that's on purpose because I'm an educator too, but it's just the way I want to build my business. And I just like the feel of it. But what that means is ninja marketing is where you will casually mention it. And the people who are like, yes, that sounds cool, I want to know more, will engage. So here's an example. Let's say I did a Facebook Live in my value-based group on gut health. And I'm like, here are 5 ways to incorporate more gut health into your regimen. Number 1 is to wake up with lemon water. The reason why is because it stimulates the digestive system. If your gut is compromised, so is your digestive system. There are natural things you can do to kick off the day to stimulate your digestion, rev up your metabolism, and also flush toxins out of your body, which is ultimately going to help your digestion. Okay, that would be number 1. Number 2 is, eat fermented foods. Number 3 is probiotics. Did you know that we need mostly good bacteria and we have mostly bad? We need to flip it. How do you flip it? With a probiotic. So they're not all made the same. A lot of them don't even make it to the small intestine because the stomach acids are too harsh in your stomach. And people don't know that. They're just going to Whole Foods and buying whatever. I've researched them. I'll tell you my favorite one if you want to know, or tag the person who invited you. They'll know the exact one. Just put probiotics in the comment. Number 4 tip is to drink collagen or whatever. So you're mentioning it. You're never saying product name. You're never saying, here's the link, or put, I want to buy it. Like, it's gotta be value. You're offering a solution. The probiotics are a solution to their gut health problems. Can I get an amen? Is this making sense? Okay. Now, if you come into my group, you're not going to see probiotics everywhere. You're not going to see product images. You're not going to see buy this, buy this, buy this. Okay. Now, if you're sitting here going, well, I don't have that. I just have a customer group, which is most of you probably. What you can do is you can refresh your customer group and start adding more value. So if you've got old sales in there, promotions, just this really salesy stuff, I would delete that from the group, especially if the time has passed, and keep the more value-driven stuff in there. But what you can do is say, okay, I have a beauty group and I've just been posting all my favorite beauty products. Could I put some makeup tutorials in there? Could I put some little tips on how to go more days in between washing your hair, or the importance of cleansing your skin or your face, or why sunscreen is important? Could I put some educational stuff in there to help people understand the importance of clean beauty and taking care of their bodies? Or could I do maybe a 5-day mindset makeover challenge to help them feel beautiful from the inside out? Could you put that in a customer group? Absolutely. All day, every day. And if it's good enough, like you have enough engagement and you feel it's viable, it's going to totally be enough to transform that customer group. Okay. If your customer group is not amazing, I would go ahead and not scratch it. I would just funnel people to that when they become customers. I would launch a value-based Facebook group. I have videos on YouTube. If you just type in YouTube, or on YouTube, type in the Goal Digger Girl and put Facebook groups, you'll see some of my tips on how to really grow a Facebook group quickly. There are strategies around that and you can absolutely do it. I've been able to grow my Facebook groups to over 30,000. And I feel really confident that if I started a group today, I could get that thing filled up really fast. So you can do it yourself, no problem. You just have to learn some of those simple tips to make people want to be in there. But if you don't have a value-based group and you don't think you can salvage or infuse this into a customer group, I want you to go ahead and think about starting a value-based group. It doesn't even actually have to be with your product. So if you are in clean beauty and you're like, oh man, I don't want to do like a beauty group, and maybe you just really love refurbishing old furniture, you could literally grow a group around that and you could generate leads from that and get customers. You might think that's insane. I have a girl that was in 6-Figure Breakthrough Business Academy. She graduated. She was stuck at her rank for a year. And that's why she came into the academy. And she did this is crazy. She did a pop-up walking challenge and kept it going for a month. Every day she would give him tips and tricks and keep him motivated on walking. And then another time of the day, she would go in there and talk about her products. And she was like, I can't even keep up with the leads. I have so many customers. And she ranked up and she got her, she maintained her rank for 3 months to get her car bonus, which was a really big deal. So stuff works, okay? It totally works. I want you guys to try it. So if you love this, please hit subscribe. It's the biggest compliment you can give me, or like my page or follow me on Facebook if you're on my business page. Also share this in your stories and give me a Goal Digger shout out. Tag me at the Goal Digger Girl and I will give you a shout out so we can spread the love and let people know about this awesome value-based concept for Facebook groups so we can really level up and transform how we're showing up on social media. Thank you for watching. Until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.